Hi, it's Wendy Ologe again, your Africa's foremost parent coach. You're welcome back to my channel where you hear last week. Did you catch the timeout with me every Friday? Yes, today. You're wondering, your child is actually losing focus. Yes, you're wondering, why is my child losing focus? What's happening to my child? What's happening and all of that? It sounds like you're concerned, yes? A lot of the times you find out that focus is a big deal, especially during the holiday and even beyond. By the time your children are done with holiday and then they go back to school, and then you find out this child is so distracted. What's happening? Number one, it's lack of sleep. It could be that your child is being deprived of sleeping significantly, and then of course it's affecting the ability to concentrate. You want to watch that. If a child isn't getting enough rest, they will struggle with focusing during the day. Number two, I want to actually just 2 points today talk about screen time. During the holiday, there is this thing about screen time. Just you indulge everybody is just watching whatever it is that they want to watch. Apart from the fact that screen time has its own attendant issues, like even screen autism, that have been proven that excessive screen can actually alter the developmental process of your child. There are many other things that we need to begin to look at. Of course, the fact that it causes stress, it causes physical activity, less of it. It also can also cause learning difficulties. Now, parents have told me that, when the children actually watch screen, they concentrate more. That's not true. Have you noticed that when you actually have your toddlers, I have parents who tell me that your toddlers cannot eat without a screen on. That's a problem. That's an addiction. And during the holiday, you find out that it becomes increasingly so because, of course, you want to just do what you want to do. You just want to allow your children do what they want to do because, it. What we don't understand is that excessive screen actually overstimulates the brain and reduces the ability to focus on other tasks. Now, I've heard people say, oh, screen is, helps our children to learn and all of that. But beyond that, have you also thought of the things that, screen can do? I usually say that the screen is not the main thing, it's just an enhancer. And in today's digital age, screens are everywhere. TV, smartphones, tablets, computers, videos, games. While all of these offer entertainment, education, connectivity, when you begin to actually overexpose your children, it has negative effects on their ability to focus, right? Now, when you talk about overstimulation of the brain, constant stimulation, screen often provide rapid, high intensity stimulation, fast-paced video games, flashy cartoons, and instant gratification of social media creates a constant state of heightened alertness. Now, this overstimulation can make it difficult for the brain to settle down and focus on slower paced, less stimulating activities like reading, like homework, and conversations. So you find out that all of these will now accumulate to all of the things that will eventually happen to your child. Then there is also dopamine overload. Now, many digital activities, especially those on social media, video games, are designed to trigger the release of dopamine. So the brain's reward chemical, that's what it's called. It's like a reward system. So this can lead to a cycle of craving more screen time as the brain becomes accustomed, they are used to these quick rewards. So over time, it reduces the brain's ability to find satisfaction in other things and other more mundane tasks, leading to decreased focus. Another thing that you need to look at is reduce attention span. You're wondering what again? Reduce attention span. Yeah, instant gratification. In the digital world is built around instant gratification, whether it's quickly finding answers on Google, getting instant likes on social media, or advancing to the next level of the game. These can condition children to expect quick results in other areas of life. Now, of course, making it difficult for them to even focus on tasks that require patience and sustained attention. Multitasking. Many digital activities encourage multitasking, like watching movie, a show, and texting or playing a game, and while chatting and all of that. While multitasking actually seems efficient, a lot of people actually say I can multitask and all of that. It can actually fragment attention. That's what it does. It fragments attention, making it harder for the child to focus deeply on a single task. One of the things that we do in the Inner Circle program, which is our annual program every year, we teach parents about time management. And one of the things I teach about time management under essentialism is that multitasking is not something you should actually focus on if you want to build focus. This is so important because you would need to begin to look at things differently, and also help your children to get attention span increased. So I have this book called Discipline is Not an Emergency. And in Discipline is Not an Emergency, I actually wrote and shared how you can create these systems that can help you discipline your children around everything, including media. Discipline is not that reactivity that you are, doing. It's the response that you are creating. Have you read any of my books? Of course, you know that you can get any one of my books on Amazon, or even where it is that you are. Check the description to find how to get copies of my books. Another thing is that it impacts, sleep. Disrupted sleep pattern, excessive screen time, especially before bed, can interfere with sleep. The other blue light that is emitted by screens can actually suppress melatonin production. That's the hormone that's responsible for regulating sleep. So poor sleep in turn can lead to tiredness, irritability, and difficulty concentrating the next day. There's also sleep deprivation. Children who spend too much time on the screen, stay up late, reduce the amount of sleep that they get. Chronic sleep deprivation can actually cause severe cognitive function effects, including memory, attention, and problem solving skills. So your children are battling with all of this just because they are not able to actually get enough sleep. And of course, we're now talking about the reduced physical activities, the sedentary lifestyle. Of course, screen time replaces physical activities like playing outside, exercising. Some of us, our children, never get outside to actually do anything anymore. At the Inner Circle, part of what we do in the Inner Circle program is that we share activities, connection tools that takes the children off from the screen. One of the things that we do is that as soon as you get into the Inner Circle, there are two things, major things you must do. You create your family values and you create your media plan. The media plan is for you to regulate how media is run in your home. I hope you've registered to join us for the Inner Circle 2025. Do not miss it. It's 100,000 naira per year, and that gives you access to a wide range of resources, including 52-week masterclasses that will blow your mind. An everyday daily tool that you can use with your children to begin to reconnect them and then rebuild focus. We've seen parents who come into the Inner Circle, and after they get into the Inner Circle, their children who have lost focus, who have had issues, autism, and all of that, and there have been a wide range of improvement. So whether your child is battling with autism, your child is battling with excessive screen time, or you are struggling with your adult children, the Inner Circle is for you. There's also the case of obesity. Obesity is also a thing. More than ever before, we're not having, all of that, put together. Then there's also emotional isolation. When it comes to, screen, we're now limiting the face-to-face interaction, and that is also hindering focus. There's also the emotional impact of it. Screen time, especially on social media, can expose your children to unrealistic standards. Today, I usually say that we have social media savvy children, not tech savvy children. That should never be the case. We should have tech savvy children, children who can actually do tech. My children have no business being on social media. They are 14 going on 15. Until they are 18, they have no business being there. You and I are even still struggling on social media, not to talk of children who are, their logical part of their brain is not even fully developed. Do you know that until a child is 26, the child's logical part of their brain is not fully developed? Yeah, you heard that right. Alrighty. And then, of course, you have cognitive overload, information overload. There is, this, information overload everywhere, content streaming, share volume content everywhere. Your children, it's going to actually get them to lose focus on what's important. And then there's reduced deep thinking. That's the one that worries me. Deep thinking, engaging in content that require minimal cognitive effort. like scrolling through social media, like watching videos. It reduces your ability to engage in the deep, to reflective thinking. So this shift from deep to shallow thinking can actually impair the ability to focus and on tasks and requires sustained mental effort. What are the strategies for you to actually begin to mitigate the effect of excessive screen time? One of the things that you want to do is begin to create a media plan. If you look at the screen, you will see a media planner. You can get all of the details right in the description of this video, where you can get a media plan to begin to put your media in place. Encourage screen-free activities. One of the things we do in the inner circle is to share connection tools that are free screen. Please get into the inner circle. You're no longer in the place where you can just parent by intuition. One thing that parenting in the 21st century does for you is that you need to be, you're charged to learn. This is actually very important. Get into the inner circle. Is going to change your life. Then create a tech-free zone. Designate areas in your life where technology have no place in it. Lead by example, model, and model, and model. Now, because parenting is no longer something you do by just intentions, it is by implementations. And what are you implementing if you do not know what it is to implement? That's why we have an array of books. All right, over my screen, you can see different kind of books. All of these books are available on Amazon. You can get a copy today. But most importantly, for you to create focus, all right, one thing that you want to do is that you want to actually build systems and structures, which is why we are hosting the Back to School Masterclass. The Back to School Masterclass will help you to create those systems and structures that will help you reconnect your child to this focus and to the systems that they need to actually be able to thrive in the next academic year. Details for you to register for the Back to School Masterclass is also right in the description of this video. Do not miss it for $6,999, which is $7 only. You can get into the Back to School Masterclass and get access to these 10 planners. And all of these 10 planners, you will get them free for getting into the Back to School Masterclass. And you will also get access to the previous Back to School Masterclasses that we've done in the years that will help you to begin to prepare now. The best time to start preparing for back to school was the very first day your child actually closed from school. If you didn't start now, then you are late. If you're just listening to me now, since you need to start now. Thank you so much for listening to me. I meet you again next Friday. Do not forget that in the Intentional Parent Academy, we have an array of courses that can help you. Most importantly, the most important is that you are in an accountability system, which is the Inner Circle program. Inner Circle program will change your life. My name is Wendy Ologi, and I'm the founder of the Intentional Parent Academy. See ya.
Are you tired of parenting solely based on intuition and guesswork? The Inner Circle of the Intentional Parent Academy is here to revolutionize your parenting journey. We would help you in-depthly understand the parenting process, not just the tips and hacks. You would learn to build a strong foundation for your children, understand why they act the way they do, and help them become better. When you register for this program, you gain access to weekly exclusive webinars, free parenting guides, discount on other courses being run in the academy, and direct access to Coach Wendy Ologi. An interesting part of this is that you're going to get everything for just 100,000 naira per annum. Join this program that has worked for about 10,000 parents from 2018 till date. The 2025 Inner Circle cohort begins on the 1st of December 2024 and registrations are currently ongoing. So hurry and book a slot for just 5,000 naira. Spread your balance and pay up before the 30th of November 2024. See you there.